Well, good morning. Welcome to my stream. And here we go again. Today, sorry. The planning for today. Well, the last few days I've been working on, well, the last few weeks, last few episodes, I've been working on setting up my, my Fer-de-Lance the way I want it. And the thing is, I would like to have one beam laser down here, though there's a multi-cannon now. And then these two, probably, or these two, but I think these two. I want to get the what's it called? The faction-specific weapon for well, for her, you know. What's she called? Arissa. The Emperor. And then the last two, I want to keep having beam lasers here. The thing is, I've been doing these yesterday, or at least the last day I was streaming. Yes, that was yesterday. But come to think of it, now, I'd much rather try something completely different, as in try the beam lasers. And probably the railguns, the Imperial Hammers, that's the name. They're going to get way too hot, so I'm going to have to make sure I get the beam lasers all engineered to be more, well, to generate less heat. Luckily, there is a way to engineer them, but I don't have access to that engineer yet. But I'm thinking about what to do now. Am I going to sell this? Let's see. Or I'm going to store it. I might have to store it. Well, first I have to make sure I get access to the engineer. So, and the easiest way, I'll show you the easiest way. I'm going to use my Diamondback Explorer. The easiest way to do that is just get a mission with some cargo. Because the thing I have to do is I have to get in contact with five different black markets. Well, I have been in contact with so far 3 different markets, black markets. So what I have to do is just get in contact with 2 others. If I make sure I get a mission here that has me transporting some goods, like that one, but I don't have 18 units of cargo. I can't transport 18 tons of cargo, but I can transport 12 units of cargo. So, like that one or like this one. I think I'll get this one. So this one, now my cargo is in my cargo hold. What I'm going to do now is just go to the black markets around here and sell the stuff, because as soon as I cancel the mission, the goods are stolen and I can sell them at the black market. It's as simple as that. It's not really a hard thing to do. But let's see, stations with black markets. Has facility. Black market, yes. And now Bwana-Mzungu says yes. Find stations. Messerschmitt orbital. Oh, it is supposed to have a black market, but it doesn't have one, of course. Bacon market. Well, Gilligan's Dock and Bartu Ring, all both in Ngugira. are supposed to have them. Gugira. Here we go. That is the place we have to go to. Departure handover.
Ascending to 30 meters, retracting modules, handing you the car.
Thank you, Ryan. I said, thank you. Well, he doesn't hear that. At least I tried, right? I see my stream isn't running smooth. Far from smooth, to be honest. Abandon. Okay. Now, we have stolen goods aboard. There were two stations really close by. Gilligan's Dock. So let's go there first. Only 14 light seconds. Well, if I can get the black market here and the other one in the other station, I'll have access to it right away. But the thing is, if I want to keep the weapons that I've just been engineering yesterday, as in keep them as a second option, I don't really have the money to do that if I also keep this ship. So I might have to sell this ship, just get the frameshift drive out and then sell it. Then at least I'll have the money to get the large or the huge beam laser, and to well, I'm not sure what I should get then, but we'll see. Let's first make sure we actually get access to the engineer. Landing pad 3. Well, it should be on the other side, I think. I see 02 over there, or is it 03? No, that is 3. Good. Deploy landing gear.
The gear is down and locked.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Ooh. There we go. Yes, black market. Good. Now let's sell half of it. Yes. And get out again. And then find the next station that is supposed to be very close. Yeah, there we go. Departure handover.
Affirmative, 30 meters. You have the car. Landing modules retracted.
There we go. Request docking.
Request for docking sent.
Landing pad 2. Deploy landing gear.
Landing gear is down and locked.
That's one, so 2 should be on the other side, right? Yes, here it is. There we go, landing. And get access to the black market. Contacts. Yes, black market. And here we go, sell the rest. Now, if I'm correct, view engineers. Incoming message. I was probably just a little too quick. The Dweller. Invitation from the Dweller. So yes, we do have access to him now. Oh, it's only 97 light years away, so that's not too bad. We can actually get there in the Fer-de-Lance without too much of a problem. So let's first get back, I think. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's see, I think I have some cartography data. I might be able to sell it here. Yes, I wasn't able to sell it in Massachusetts, which was, or still is, the system I'm calling home at the moment. Well, there's two things I can do. I just realized. You know, I want to get those, the Imperial Hammer. I'm not sure if it's actually a good plan to do that, but I just feel like it would be fun to do that. But it is probably going to generate loads of heat. And so do the beam lasers, so I'm not really sure if that's a good plan. But then again, I am going to engineer the beam lasers. No, 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 no. It was actually one of the easiest engineers to get access to. I think I've actually forgot to do some research. We'll have to do that once we actually landed, because I didn't check whether or not I actually have the stuff to engineer my beam lasers, and that might be very handy to do. I can only get them up to grade 3 with this engineer. Request docking.
Requesting landing platform.
Okay, Commander. Make your way to landing pad 4-3.
Let's be honest, it's not really useful if I fly out to an engineer and find out I don't have the things to the things I need to engineer it. So here we go, Inara. This is one of the better sites to go to if you want information about anything. Engineers, let's see, the Dweller. Beam laser, maximum grade 3. Let's see, efficient. That was the one. Thermal load is going to go down by 40 to 50% with this one. You need chromium, exceptional scrambled emission data and heat exchangers for that, and also sulfur and a heat dispersion plate to actually get it up to grade 3. Okay. Well, let's see. Chromium. I got 7. So for grade 3, that's 2 tries for everyone, and for the 2 smaller ones, for the 2 medium ones, and 3 tries for the big one. Let's see. My coffee hasn't landed yet, so heat exchangers. Heat, with an H. Heat exchangers. See, I don't even have those. And then we have heat dispersion plate. Do I have that? Nope. So I can't even get it up to grade 2. Do I have sulfur? Yes, sulfur I do have. More than enough. Exceptional scrambled emissions data. Yeah, I do have that as well. So now is the question, where do we actually get these? These heat exchangers and heat dispersion plates. Mission reward. Ship salvage, transport ships and use as degraded. Emissions or anarchy. Okay. So, hypothetically, if I go back into gaining merits for the Emperor, I might actually find heat exchangers there if I kill a lot of the T6 and well, all the transport ships around there. So I might actually have a good chance of finding those, and these as well. Heat dispersion plate and heat exchangers. Okay. Well, let's see, but this engineer can also do other stuff. He can engineer my power distributor. I would like to have it charge enhanced. Specialized legacy firmware. Do we have that? Specialized legacy firmware. Yeah, we have 21, so that should be enough. Then the second one we have chemical processors and specialized legacy firmware. I think we had chemical processors. Yes, 15. Okay. There, my mouse is. Chemical distillery. Chemical distillery. We have 3. That's just enough to get past that. Grid resistors. Grid resistors. Grid resistors. I've got 14. So yes, we have that. Modified consumer firmware. M. Oh, modified consumer firmware. Yes. So we can get past grade 3 as well. Chemical manipulators. Do I have those for grade 4? Yes. Chemical manipulators. Cracked industrial firmware and hybrid capacitors. Hybrid capacitors, yes, and cracked. Nope. So no cracked industrial firmware. Where do we get those? Service data point and mission reward. Okay. That's not really going to help me at the moment. And I also need that for grade 5. I also need chemical manipulators. I do have enough of those. And exquisite focus crystals. I have one. Well, that should just be enough for one roll. And if I get lucky, that one roll should be enough, right? But I don't have the correct industrial firmware. And we can get those at service data points. And as mission reward. What if I find a few of the mission, a few of the scanning missions, and see if I can get some of those scans over there. Burst laser efficient. I think this is going to need, yeah, this is going to need exactly the same stuff. And this as well. It's probably in the type of blueprint, you know. Getting that one or that one into efficient, that's not going to change what we need. So we need the heat exchangers and the heat dispersion plates. No matter which type of laser we choose. Okay. Well, and from the dweller we can get up to Li Chung, which is also good because we could use some of these. You know, a good shield generator and shield booster help. That would be great. Well, how do we get access to Liz Rider? Not what we need it at the moment, but it would be fun to get there. And next to that, railgun. No, not railgun. Fragment cannon. No, yeah, railgun. High capacity, lightweight. I want to know the since the Imperial Hammer is a type of railgun, I can get this one on as well. That would be nice. But there's no way to actually get them to generate less heat, I think. No. Short range. Thermal load is actually going to go even worse. Oh, sturdy. That's going to lower the thermal load. But I don't want this to become sturdy because, well, it does up the armor piercing even more. And integrity goes up, but mass goes up massively. Well, let's see if we can find a scanning mission. And get some no, not here, not here. Planetary scan job. Let's see. Yeah, let's do this one. And let's take the other one as well. Just to make sure we actually get the stuff we need. power down the settlement power grid. These are all pretty nice. In payments, I mean. Power down the settlement power grid. But it is a secure settlement, so no, we're not going to do that. Let's see, where do we need to go? Those two systems were pretty close, so we'll go to this one first. No. Here we go.
You have exceeded the station exclusion zone. Watch your 6, Commander.
I can earn 2.5 million doing this as well, so that might actually grant me the credits to purchase the huge beam laser. Incoming mission critical message.
Fuel scooping complete. Incoming mission critical message.
Okay, we have to be there. Oh, getting closer to the planet.
Orbital flight engaged.
It's probably going to move a few times before we actually find the base. Actually expecting it to move another time because I don't see anything in there. And here we go. Now it should show the buildings. Yes, there it is. So I'm going to land about a kilometer outside of the station.
Landing gear deployed.
Looking for a safe space to land. This might be it. There we go. I thought I saw something relatively flat. Yeah, here it is. Okay, here we go. Deploy the SRV.
Drive assist.
Come on, way too much rocks here. Way too many, I was gonna say. Let's see, there's only one scanner over there. Or one data point. I was gonna say I'm going to scan them all, but if there's only one, then there's not really a them all. Here we go. Data point. I think I have to use that one, yes. Specialized legacy firmware, tagged encryption and codes. Okay. Well, sadly, there's only one. Otherwise I could have scanned more, and I might have had a bigger chance of actually... Ooh, what's this? Bio-waste. No, thank you. I'm not going to get some bio-waste from here. Let's see, is there another data access point on the other side? No, there is not. Bummer. I would have liked it if that was the case, but no. Well, then we're going back to the ship. I'm driving like I'm drunk, something like that. Here we go. Board chip. Good. I did see some missions or some messages coming in. Specialized legacy firmware. Yes, thank you. Okay, I can go back and retrieve the money I was going to get for this mission. Nice. But now let's see if we can find the second destination. Now Massa wants us, that's to deliver the missions. Well, the second mission is over there. So let's go there first. Let's scan the system. Chilton orbital. Ah, here we go. That's where we have to go. Oh, sure. Checking messages and overshooting. That's a bit standard. Multitasking doesn't really work well if you haven't slept well. So maybe I shouldn't try.
Orbital flight engaged.
It's way too close underneath me. I have to circle around. I don't want to, but I have to. Because otherwise my grade of descent is going to be too steep. I'm going to crash into the planet, and that's not working.
I have a visual.
Well, that's pretty awesome that you have a visual. I don't yet. Now it should show where it is. Yep, there we go.
Landing gear deployed.
Yeah. Here we go, deploy again.
Drive assist on.
Oh, it has an exclusion, so. So I can't actually get very close. I will be fired upon if I get too close. But let's see. Can I scan from out here? I might be able to. Nope. Oh, no shooting. Don't shoot. Data storage full. That's not good, right? Let's get out. going to discard about half of these. Maybe more than half. Because I don't need 69 of the same. Is there actually a second data point? Let's see if there is. I'm being fired upon anyway, so... No, there's no second data point.
Shields online.
Okay. Destroyed both of them. Now we can actually take our time and see if there's a second data access point there. But I don't think so. There was one data access point here that was private. Let's see, is there something interesting here? Goslerite? Cryolite? Not really. But I can, of course, get those. Getting back to the ship. Board ship. Yes. Now we can go back. But we didn't find what we needed. Bummer. Because we needed... what was it? Modified... Was it modified consumer firmware or another one? It was something we needed for the... not for this one, of course. Wasn't it something we needed in here with the power? Specialized legacy firmware, modified consumer firmware. We have all that. So maybe we did get it. I'm not entirely sure.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scooping complete.
We'll just check it again once we get back to the station. Okay.
Flight control, you are required to submit a docking request before landing. Access approved. Land on pad 4-4.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing completed. Power down system.
Good. 13 million. Don't have any cartography data to sell, of course. Let's see. We needed to check this again. Modified consumer firmware. Do we have that? I think we do. Yes. Cracked industrial firmware. That is what we were missing. And I didn't find that, so nope. Bummer. But I don't really feel like trying this again and again and again. But then again, it's not a really hard thing to do as well. I have to be allied with them before I can get the permit, and I don't think that's going to work. I'm not sure if it actually has. Oh wow! That's fun. Now you know what? I'm going to get my Fer-de-Lance and just do some what? Oh, of course, I don't have any cargo space, and I probably have some mission rewards. Oh, I actually got some salvage from the service. Cryolite, yes, sell that, and Goslerite, sell that as well. Now I don't have any cargo, so I can get into my Fer-de-Lance. Use this ship. I'm just going to fly this one around for a bit and see if I can kill some stuff. At the same time, the sun has moved a little, or actually the world has moved a little, of course. So I can open up the curtains a little. Okay, let's go.
Ship release. Regulate speed until clear of exclusion zone.
I think I'm going to go to the resource extraction site. Hazardous. I'm feeling a little adventurous today.
Frameshift drive job.
So let's go there.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Let's see. Do we have the fire group set up correctly? Yes, we do. Okay, here we go. Factor, a Type 9 Heavy. It's probably not wanted, but you never know. Nope, he's clean. Lady Lovey Bond in a Python. Just disappeared. Rig, a federal gunship. Paddler, an ASP Explorer. Sin, a federal assault ship. With that name he should be wanted. So let's start scanning him right away. Yes, he is wanted. How unexpected. Power to weapons.
Powering and deploying weapons.
Yeah, they were deployed. Come on, turn! I was expecting it to turn a little faster now with my grade 3 dirty drives. Target shields offline. No, 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 no. Come on. He's keeping on out-turning me. What if I start flying backwards? A lot of times that will work.
Warning. Shields offline.
Come on. I'm not really satisfied with the performance at the moment, as I'm sure you'll understand. It should be easy enough to actually take care of this. Well, temperature is going up since I upgraded the...
Target shield constrained.
Hull integrity critical. Okay, well, I'm not satisfied with my...
Shields online.
with my ship. Nope, not at all. So I'm going to have to rethink the way I set up this ship, or I have to rethink whether I actually want to keep the Fer-de-Lance, or if I should go for another ship to do this, because this is not working, as you can clearly see. Trying to take out one Federal assault ship, and that didn't work. So... I do have a plan, but I'll first get back into Messerschmitt. Disengage.
Supercruise drive disengaging.
Request docking.
Requesting docking clearance.
No. It wasn't on the right. I'll do it myself, thank you. Deploy landing gear.
Down and locked.
Power to shields.
Max systems.
Was done already, no problem.
Scan detected.
2,000 meters from touchdown.
Okay, so my problem is I'm not really good at fighting. So either I take a smaller ship and start smaller, or I keep on repairing this and I keep on trying. Or the other option is that my ship might not be fully outfitted correctly for my style. Or I have the wrong ship. That's all possible. So I have two different options. Either I try to... No, I've got more than two. Either I try to keep on going with the Fer-de-Lance, which I love. I love this ship. Or I try to set it up differently and see if that works better for me. Because I felt like it wasn't really going well. First of all, because well, all these are modified with incendiary rounds, and that was making sure that my heat was going up as well, quite a lot actually. So that didn't work. I have to get rid of that. So I might as well just sell this, then keep these, and put either two beam lasers here, keep these, or put some. If I put two cannons in here, that might work as well. Let's first go for that, because I don't feel like going back into completely other options. Store the old module. Let's just see what happens if I put one big beam laser in there. And then I'll put two cannons in here. Or should I just try railguns for the fun of it? But then I'll have to get closer to actually hit something. But I might be able to keep these two beam lasers, and then put two. Well, let's see. Not sure. I'm not sure. I shouldn't get things that all get really hot. What are my options? Either get cannons, but I don't really have the gimbaled cannons here, so that's not going to work. Fragment cannons, those are fun as well, and they don't really have a lot of heat generation, but they do get. I have to get really close, but then again, in my last fight with the Federal Assault ship, I was close enough to use these. I could also just put some more multi-cannons on, and have a full multi-cannon setup. That would be fun, I think. Or I can get two railguns, but they will get hot, really hot. Or plasma accelerators. They'll get hot as well. Maybe not as hot as the other two. But I don't really have the money for those. Not to sell to, not to buy two at least. Now let's try fragment cannons. Let's see. Now I need to set up the fire groups a little different. Let's put this on one This on 2. This on 2. Yeah, that's when we're really close. First, this is useless anymore. I'll put this one in here. I'm going to switch. I'm going to switch it around a little. This is for when the shields are down and I'm actually on their tail. So it might be a little harder to do this, but I'm going to try. Just seeing what is going to work and what is not going to work. Because getting blown up by a federal assault ship like that, that's not fun.
Observe station regulations on exit.
And I have to actually keep in mind that I might be a little rusty. I haven't flown this in a combat way for a few weeks in a row, so.
All clear. Take care, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
But if it doesn't work well, I might just get back into a Python and keep on saving until I can get into something like an Anaconda. And fully outfit that for combat. And that will cost around 300 million, at least. So that means I'm going to have to get around 200 million in cash before I can actually buy that. But it would be fun to be able to do that with this ship. As long as the Emperor stays on top of the power play, I can get nice bonuses in the bounties they pay out. Uh-oh. That's not good. Frameshift drive. Let's put that over there. I'm using 101%. How is that possible? I'm putting this in 4. I'm putting that in 3. Life support is going into 1. And power distributor is going into 1 as well. But this way it should work, right? Good. Claw, a federal assault ship. Well, that seems like a good try for a rematch. If he's wanted, of course. And yes, he is. Power to weapons.
All power to weapons.
Under attack. Scan detected. Warning. Thermal attack. Gaining heat.
Okay, my shields are going down. His are staying up because he's probably using shield cell banks. But then again, there's more people firing at him. So I don't have to kill him myself entirely. Why is my beam laser not firing? It's really strange, but my beam laser isn't firing. Now it is. Well, it was. Ah, of course, there wasn't any power. That might actually be a reason. Okay. Power to shields, power to engines, yes. And make sure I actually try and get behind him. See, he's way more maneuverable than I am. I would call myself a little rusty. But then again, this is just very strange. Of course, he is deadly, so he is a very good pilot. But then again, how is it possible that a Fer-de-Lance can't stand a chance against the Federal Assault Ship? Should I get a Federal Assault Ship as well, maybe? And he's continuously using chaff, so I can't even hit him a lot of the times.
Offline.
Okay, well, I'm finally getting somewhere, but I'm losing so much health that I'm not going to be able to sustain this much longer. And the shields are almost back online, while mine are still down.
Warning. Shields.
Finally!
Online.
But I only get 77,000 for it, so no, this wasn't worth it. Ah, come on. Maybe it was just this one. I still have 54% of my shields left, so let's see if a next target is going to be better.
Friendship charge detected. Friendship charge detected. Target destroyed.
So, I'm going to try to stay behind him. Since it's an anaconda, that shouldn't be too hard. Right?
Scan detected.
And he's continuously trying to scan me as well, and that might be a problem. I'll just have him scan.
Scan detected.
Okay, now he's going to fly away because his scan is finished. Now I'll get behind him. And start firing. Come on, I said I was going to stay behind him. Is it really that my Fer-de-Lance is... It looks like it's worse in maneuverability than it was. Maybe some of my modifications have actually made the ship so much heavier that instead of gaining some maneuverability, I've lost some.
Warning. Shields offline. Warning.
Well...
Warning. Warning.
Hull integrity critical. And my ship just doesn't seem to want to react to... Nope. That was it. I'm selling this ship. I'm just not good at fighting anymore, or maybe not anymore, but maybe I haven't been good at all. I think I'm going to sell the ship and get back into Python and work my way back up to well, something else. I need something that can tank a lot of damage. So maybe I'll get back into fighting once I've gotten a lot more rep with the Federation, because this is just not working, and that is clear. I mean, I got almost killed by a Federal assault ship twice in a row, and then I got killed by an Anaconda, and well, to be honest, it was me just staying in front of his guns. Jack Burton, welcome to the stream. Come on. It's taking quite a long time. I've got the feeling it's taking too long. Because this is taking a very, very, very long time. Let's just kill the game and restart. This is... something is not right here. Yep. Looks like the game refuses to be killed. No, here it comes. Okay. Here we go again. Looks like the perfect time for the bathroom break though, so I'll be back in a few seconds. we go again. I'll purchase that. Yeah. It's a bit sad, but hey, at least we've clearly established that going back into fighting is not really going to work for me. So instead, what should we do? Well, first of all, I'm going to sell all the parts on this ship. Maybe except for these multi-cannons, I might put those into storage. Store, yes. Not really expensive, but you know, I did put some effort into modifying them. Likewise, these shield boosters, I'll put those. Should I put those into storage? Yeah, at least a few. I'll sort them out later. Oh, and I forgot to sell the kill warrant scanner. Good, optional internal. Sell the bi-weave shield. Sell the hollow reinforcement package. Sell the other. Nope. Sell the other hollow reinforcement package. Sell the module reinforcement package. Sell the other module reinforcement package. And then go into here. I might put these into storage. Let's see. Let's first decide what we're going to get in return. Coriolis. I'll probably... Here, can't see that, of course. Let's get back here. What is my rank with all the different factions? I'm a knight and a petty officer. So if we look into here, elite dangerous wiki. There we go. Factions, Empire. I am a knight. Well, if we look at knight, that is here. Only 27%, so I'll have to work through that to get to Lord. Then I'll have to work through that to get to Baron, and then I can buy an Imperial Clipper. But the Imperial Clipper is it really bigger or more maneuverable or better in any way than a Python, which I can purchase without any problems? So that's not going to work, I think. Well, it might work, but why should I? Federation. Let's look at the Federation. Well, it's not really loading quickly. Federation. Here we go. I'm a petty officer. So I can... no, here. Petty officer. 64%, so if once I get to the next one, I can actually get the Federal assault ship, but I can't get the Federal gunship yet, nor the Federal corvette. What if I just focus on the Alliance for now? Get a Python. Then it's, you know, no use keeping the thrusters. The frameshift drive that I have on my whatchamacallit, the Diamondback Explorer, that might be a good plan to keep that, because I can, you know, can use that. But all the other stuff is not really useful because I can't mount it on the Python. Okay, good to know. Then I'll be, you know, I did put some effort into modifying this and things like that, but I don't really have the I don't really have the money to keep on to keep these in and to save them, because I need the money for the Python. Okay, so now this is all downgraded. I can actually go into the shipyard. I'll sell the Sidewinder as well. Then use the Diamondback Explorer. And from here, sell the Fer-de-Lance. And then I'll fly out to Ray Gateway, I think, to get myself a Python. Again, you know, I've been doing this quite often. Let's see, outfitting. I can put four utilities in here, and I have 2 medium hardpoints that are empty. So let's look into stored modules. Let's bring this, so I can bring it to my Python. Transfer to ship. And then we'll look at the best shield boosters. This one gives a 6.3% boost to the resistances. This one is actually worse. But then again, these don't really give an extra bit. Let's transfer this to the ship, because it's the top one. It's the best one. Then these two are actually pretty good as well. So I'll transfer these and I'll sell the other 2.
Shields offline.
Sell, yes, sell. I'll sell the multi-cannon as well. I'll sell the fuel scoop. And I'll sell the advanced discovery scanner, because I don't really need all of them. Here we go, galaxy map. I think Ray Gateway might be on it, yes.
Shields online. Use jet cone boost. Yeah. If I do that, it's actually going to be 3 jumps. That's not too bad. But without it, it shouldn't be more than 4. I'll just do it without. It saves time, actually. I think 1 extra jump actually is quicker than the other option.
Pad detached complete. Go for departure.
What's this?
Thrusters offline? You know what? I'll put the shield boosters off. Because I'm not going to fight, I'm just taking them with me. For transport. Let's see. Multi-cannons, I'll put those offline as well. Cargo hatch. Well, luckily the frameshift drive is online, so that's a good thing.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yep, power of heat is going down, so we can jump to the next station. Two more jumps. Soon we'll have the last jump. Okay, here we are. Ray Gateway. We're back again. A lot of my more expensive ships actually come from this station, since it sells a lot of them with a 15% discount and all the modules as well. And it's got a lot of modules and a lot of different ships. So let's see. I'll get into a Python again. And then fly out to the Alliance and see what we can do there. I don't really feel like spending a lot of time trying to increase rank for either the Federation or the Empire at the moment. So instead of that, I'm going to focus on the Alliance for a bit. I know, a few episodes ago I said the same thing, but then I said, no, you know what, I'm going to go for combat. Well, combat ranking, my combat ranking just sucks. Let's be honest there. Though when I'm flying around on my main account in the Federal Corvette, I do quite well in combat, but it's a completely different ship. It can actually tank a lot of damage, and since I have a pilot there as well and a fighter, you know, they fly around my targets and trying to take it out. So it just is a completely different way of combat. So let me get a Python, then I'll start saving for an Anaconda, and once I have the Anaconda, I'll have another go at combat, I think. Request docking.
As requested.
Well, then we have to take out all the modules that we upgraded, which is not a lot. It's just a frameshift drive, 3 shield boosters and 2 multi-cannons. And then we'll sell this ship and get a Python. Just a few moments ago I was like, well, why not just fully go for... where's 6, by the way? It should be there. Yes, there it is. Deploy landing gear.
The gear is down and locked.
Landing gear deployed.
Landing complete. Docking restraints engaged. Enjoy your visit, Commander.
Just a minute ago, while flying here, I was thinking about, well, why not, you know, if I really go for cargo, combat, well, not combat, but cargo, why not go for this? But then I thought, you know, this is just going to cost a lot of money, and I might not be able to actually fully upgrade it as well. Here, shields, it can have a size 5 shield, so let's say I put a 5 size D rated shield in here. And fit out the rest only for cargo. Even last one, just cargo. Where is it? Here. 500 tons of cargo, 96 million credits. I probably won't be able to actually get that. Plus the jump range is 17 light years. But then again, you know, 500 tons of cargo. Trading, single hop trade. I know a very nice place to to go. Let's put this in here. 500. Let's say I do have 10 million credits left. So another 3 zeros like that. Yes. Maximum hop distance. Let's put that at 25 because I don't really want to buy from system. What was that system name?
I forgot the system name.
It's probably no. I do remember. I think it was this one. Ngalkin. For Shed Station. No, it wasn't. It was Yemen Bin. Buy from Farkasport. Yes, find routes. I'll earn 1.7 million credits per trip. So that is pretty good. If I go to Rich Terminal in LTT 8190. LTT 8190. Rich Terminal, and then swap. Let's see. There's no route on the way back, so that's sounds nice, but it's not really, because on the way back you don't earn any money. LTT 8190, and then a Corolav land. It doesn't find any. That's not going to work. We haven't been Ngalkin. It wasn't Ngalkin. It was another station that was really close. Yemen Bin and well, I forgot. Anyway, this is going to be boring, and boring is not good for me. So I'm not going to be able to do that, not in the long run, at least. Store that frameshift drive, good. Sell all this in here. Yes, yes, yes. And then the hardpoints, put this one in storage. Yes. Put this one in storage. Yes. And put all these in storage. Okay, now I think my ship is all empty, so we're going to go into the shipyard. An Anaconda is going to cost way too much. We can't afford that at the moment. Beluga liner, yeah, we could get one of those, but we won't really have a lot of credits left. We won't even have the credits to outfit it. Orca. No, well, there is a possibility of earning loads of money with this, and maybe even working on the exploration thing. So let's see, a 5A frameshift drive. We do have one that is pretty good. So 33 light years. How much is this going to cost? What if we put first class passenger cabins in there? And what size of shield is the smallest one I can put in? A size 3. Size 3 D. Then we'll put a fuel scoop 5A in there. And here we can put some more passenger cabins. 5D business class. We'll put in a 4D business class. And we'll get an advanced discovery scanner and a detailed service scanner. Where is it? Here. Now that's going to cost 65 million credits. If I empty this and then upgrade that, you know, let's first upgrade all this to D-rated. This one might even be able to go down there, 38 light years. Laden. That's actually not bad at all. 38 light years. I can transport, well, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can do 4 different missions with passengers. Mm-hmm. 65 million. I do have some systems in which I'm allied, so this might actually be a good plan. Other options, well, I could go back to an ASP, but that's not really an option. So it's either the Python to go into, well, to go back into really doing loads of stuff, or it's going to be an Orca and doing some passenger missions. Why not? Why not get an Orca? Why not just go mad at some point, you know, this point probably. Because I know the Beluga is bigger and is nicer and things like that, but the Beluga is too expensive. I can't afford one at the moment, or at least I can't afford to upgrade it. Though 47 million still left. Let's do the calculations if I get a Beluga. But I don't have a fully upgraded, fully engineered FSD. But I do have the materials to fully upgrade it, I think. What do I need for a fully upgraded FSD here? Good morning, Gramps. Love your ASP Explorer. Your light source needs to be softened. It's wasting out part of your head. I can't. It's the sun. I might have to close the blinders, but it didn't really do a lot for it. Here. Engineers. What if I look at Martuk and then get an increased range, frameshift drive, data mined wake exceptions. I do have 4 of those left, so I could theoretically engineer a Beluga liner's frameshift drive, but in the Beluga liner's frameshift drive is going to cost 51 million. So no, I don't really have the money for that. Nope, it's going to stay. I'm going to stick with the Orca for the moment. Transfer this to the ship. And then I'll sell this. Okay, hard points. I'll sell this. I don't really need pulse lasers, especially not if they're fixed. Here, let me try something, Gramps. Just a sec. Now that might be better. Core internal. I was going to put this into a 4D, right? 4D power plant, yes.
Shields offline.
These into 6D thrusters.
Shields online.
Yes. This into a 6D life support. This into a 6D power distributor. Sorry, 4D power distributor. Yes, that one. And this into 4D sensors. Now, that's a pretty decent jump range. Now, optional internal. I was going to sell these because I can get a size 3 shield. I know it's very small, but you know, crashing into a planet is not going to... if I crash into a planet, the shield won't help me, and I'm going to run away from every single fight. So, I don't think I really need it. Fuel scoop. I'll get a 5A one. And then here I'm going to put a passenger cabin in. Come on. I didn't want to do that. The question is, am I going to put a 6B luxury class or first class? I think I'm going to put a first class in there. And then here I'm going to put first class in as well. This one is going to be exchanged for an advanced discovery scanner. This one is going to be exchanged for a detailed server scanner. And then I do need a small cargo rack. I didn't have one in my planning in but I need one. So it's only going to be 3 missions. 3 passenger missions at the same time. 1, 2, 3. And the rest is stuff I need to, well, ooh, these actually look really good. Actually, I think the Orca is a very good looking ship. Well, I'm not going to put a thing on there. Orca. Well, let's see. Now I need a system in which I'm allied. I think I'm going to go to Sol. Let's see. Mars High. $127 light years. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go to Sol and get some missions from there, and then we'll see. I'm not going to go for the longest range missions because, you know, I'm not. I only play this account while streaming, and I don't really have hours and hours and hours for my stream. So short range missions is good as well, as in shorter range. A few thousand light years, that's okay. Not as in 20,000 light years. That won't work for me. And maybe I can earn a few million credits, like 20 or 30 million credits this way, and then I'll fly back here to Ray Gateway and get a Python. How many jumps is it, by the way? 4. Okay. Frameshift drive charging. Once I land at Mars High, I think I'm going to look at the missions, accept a few, and then quit. Well, I might not even accept a few, because, you know, if you have about a week to do them, it'll be a week before I stream again. Probably. You know what? This, Galileo, is a station that's closer, and it also looks nicer on the inside, which is really important. So let's go to Galileo. So everyone, thanks for watching. But as soon as I landed, I'll quit. I have to get into my studies as well, and I have some other stuff to do around the house. So yeah, that'll be it. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with this account in probably a week, maybe a little less. And then we'll see what we can do. So thanks for watching. I'll see you later, and have a great day. Next Friday I'll be streaming World of Tanks with my son. We'll both be playing from a well, I'll be playing from a completely empty and new account. My son will be playing from his account, which is not really empty, but then again, the lines we've decided to play together, he hasn't played any tank in that as well, or yet, I actually have to say. So if you want to see that, you're more than welcome to join us there. It'll be Friday evening, probably starting around 8, maybe a little earlier, maybe a little later. We'll stream for about 2 hours, I guess. So, hope to see you there. Now we still have to get out of Super Cruise. Disengage.
Disengaging cruise.
Request docking.
Request done.
Federal Flight Control, you are required to submit a docking request before landing. Access granted. Proceed to landing pad 17.
Let's see, that's over here. Deploy landing gear.
Lowering gear.
Landing gear deployed.
Okay. Here we are.
Docking completed. Disembark when ready.
I'll sell the cartography data I have, which is not a lot. And then I'll look at the passenger lounge. Let's see what kind of missions they have here. For future references, of course. This is not going to work because it's going to take way too long to get there. But these do look like very well-paying missions. I'm actually not allied here. I thought I was. But let's see. These kind of missions might work. 6,000 light years. That might work. Then 6,500 light years for 7,000 or 7.5 million credits. You know, missions like those, I dare to take them. That shouldn't be a problem. 3.4 million for an 1,800 light year travel. That will work. And well, 1.1 for an 11 light year travel. That is going to work as well. So there are enough options here for later, but that is it for later. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time. Goodbye.